once after this meeting, right, just share me the yesterday's and today mornings and this
Yeah.
also.
Okay, okay.
I will check now.
I will share you. Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, so are you guys able to are you able to see my screen, Shanas?
Yeah, I'm able to see.
Okay, yeah, I think morning we abruptly left, right? So let's
Mm.
continue. So we were discussing about pivot option, and then we went to the line item subset, right? And I think that's when I had to step out. So yeah, so line item subsets basically for reusing the line items within mm, any module we create this. Okay, so
Okay.
across modules you can use these line item subsets, and while you are creating itself there is an option to select which all modules you want to reuse and what all line items you want to have.
Okay.
Okay, that is the main purpose, and it is used for reporting as well. So
Okay.
as I said in the morning, like line item subset and list subset, both of these are important interview questions for Anaplan.
Okay.
Okay, so in this model, we will create a line item subset called exec summary, not
Okay.
executive summary, exec summary, which
Mm-hmm.
will be referring to three modules,
Mm-hmm.
which is bookings, employee expense, and company profit. Okay,
Okay.
so we will get in line items from bookings, from employee expenses module, bookings module, and company profit module. Where is company
Okay.
profit? Yeah. So all these three modules we will refer the line items and we will create one. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So here we have the steps how to create a line item subset. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
I've already created, it's already created. I'll show you also if you want, I can create one in front of you. So
Yeah.
basically we go to line item subsets. When we click on that, there is an insert option. We
Okay.
can select, say, test.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will do insert after exec summary, which is already there.
Okay.
Oh,
So the name also should not be same as the existing the line module, I guess. Give us some other
did
name.
we give a module? Like I deleted, right? No? Oh yeah, we have
It's
that.
still there. You didn't delete.
Oh, I didn't delete. Acha, acha. Okay, I'll give
S
that.
subset you give.
Yeah. Okay, so it created one this thing, and now we will have to select the modules in the
Okay.
dialog drops. Okay, so we will select the same thing. So we will put in bookings module, then
Mm-hmm.
we will put employee expenses,
Okay.
and then we will put company profit,
Okay.
and I click OK.
Okay.
So from these three modules, I'm using the line item subsets.
Okay.
Next, uh, settings tab, click executive summary under. Okay, so next, we have selected the modules. Next,
Mm-hmm.
what we are doing is we will go to the executive summary module. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
under that there is an option called subsets, line
Okay.
item subsets. There we select what all we want to have.
Okay.
Okay, so when I go to executive summary module, right? So here is that, I double click. So there is an option called grid view should come, right? Why is there only one? Mm, 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 mm. Let me go here. Let me do. Um, so basically, right, when we click on this only, it should come. say if I check this box. Okay, it is throwing it as number format can be included in line item subset. Okay, let's uncheck that. It is not taken, so I'm figuring out where we get this option. One sec, yeah.
Okay.
Hmm. So this option we are getting right
Mm-hmm.
for this. Acha, okay. So we gave in the modules, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then we select what all we want to have.
Okay,
Okay.
line items.
Yeah, line items. So we will select unit sold, unit
Mm-hmm.
sales price.
Okay.
So I will select unit sold, unit sales price,
Mm-hmm.
and then I will select COGS,
Mm-hmm.
and then gross margin,
Okay.
all of these basically. Salary, employee expenses, salary, employee expenses, general expenses, total expenses, profit or loss. Okay, I've
Okay.
selected. So it is saved. It is done. So like this, it will be. So now when we bring in this test subset, right, in any module, by default,
Mm-hmm.
all of these line items will be included.
Okay.
You're getting rather than creating them,
Mm-hmm.
again adding them, it will be included. You
Yeah.
can reuse it across any module that I want to do.
Okay.
Okay, so that is the main intention.
Okay.
Got it right?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, so I will just delete these ones that we don't need here. I'll delete this. And then also those two modules, I think we can delete. Model, sorry. Hmm, this is
This
bookings module now. Okay, let it be there.
let it be there because in case if we need for any other
Yeah,
purpose.
yeah. Okay, let it be there. Let's see. Okay, now we will talk about functional areas. Yeah, so I was showing you the model map, right? Like, so when we click this, we will see the entire map of the model,
Mm-hmm.
right? So we will have to group all of this into functional areas.
Okay.
So like each module should be tagged to a functional area, like a business unit kind of thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So here, how we have done, see, HR data is nothing but employee assumptions, employee profiles, employee expenses. All these are tagged as human resources functional area.
Yeah.
So we need to do that. See, in a real-time project, right? We will be dealing with close to 100 modules, and
Okay.
if we have everything in the if we don't have them grouped, then it will be very tough to identify. Right.
Okay. Yeah.
So as and when we know like these all belong to one set of category, we need to create the functional areas and associate those
Mm-hmm.
modules in that.
Okay.
Okay, so now we will see how to create those functional areas. So
Okay.
whenever we create the functional areas, we can see them in the contents tab. Like now
Mm-hmm.
analytics and dashboards is having these three modules, and it has also some dashboards. Then
Okay.
we have these two modules under bookings revenue, general expenses under cost. So we need to
Mm-hmm.
club them together so
Okay.
we can see them, and we can, for better tracking and everything, it's always advised to have them. It's like a components, it will be like folders in our local machine, right? Like similar data,
Mm-hmm.
we group everything, so that way.
Okay.
Okay, now let's see how to create this functional areas. So we go to settings tab, we click modules, we click modules. Okay, I will see all the modules in my this thing. There is an
Mm-hmm.
option called functional areas here. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, so I click on functional area tab, click insert, click the name of the new functional area, HR. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, is it created? Oh, it's already created. Yeah. Click OK. Then click the modules tab. Okay. So this is created. Now
Mm-hmm.
I go to modules tab. Then On the employee profiles row from the functional area drop down, select human resources.
Okay.
So I come out of the functional area tab. First here I add the functional area, then I go to module tab, then for
Mm-hmm.
employee profile module,
Mm-hmm.
for the functional area I will select human resource which I have added.
Okay.
So that way it will group all the modules in the particular functional area.
Okay.
So if you see here, human resources is tagged to employee
Employee
profile,
assumption.
employee assumption, and employee expenses. That's why under
Okay.
human resource we are seeing three modules.
Okay.
Okay. Likewise, for profit we have company profit and sales roll up,
Okay.
like that. Okay. Clear, right? How to add a functional area and how to
Yeah.
group them.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's okay, yeah, this is yeah. So once we click on the navigation panel, right? So on the left side,
Mm-hmm.
the contents panel. So this will not come. Only if you want, we will enable that. Usually we will play with this only. Most of the
Okay.
work we will do in settings tab only.
Okay.
But navigation pan, it will allow you for a shortcut, like rather than going to modules and then clicking here and then going open, right? So many.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a shortcut.
Okay.
The moment you double click, it will directly go inside the module,
Oh, okay.
like that. Okay, so that is a shortcut here.
Mm-hmm.
So it says here is the open navigation panel. Note that the modules are organized by functional area. Before you add the rest of the functional areas to your model, look at the navigation panel. Imagine trying to find a module in a model that include many more modules and no functional areas. That is very tough.
Yeah.
So so Anaplan always guides in the Anapedia also, they say as and when we create the modules, it's always important to group them in the functional areas.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the navigation panel.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I think so. For the guided build, we saw most of the things, right? Like we covered how to log in into Anaplan workspace, creating a model. Then we saw the basic hierarchical list and multi-dimensional module. Then we
Mm-hmm.
went inside settings tab, we defined the time, we added versions, we also added lists and
Mm-hmm.
list items, and then line items also we did,
Mm-hmm.
and we saw grid and pivot view,
Yes.
right? The basic navigation view you got now. You got a
Yeah.
hold of it, right? How to create,
Yes.
how to add, and everything. Okay.
Yeah.
Next, once we are clear how to add the lists and how to add the line item subsets and module line items, and we create a module. Next
Mm-hmm.
is where we bring in data inside that module. Okay,
Okay.
that is when the actual thing starts. So right now we have built a skeleton kind of thing. We have
Okay.
gathered the data, we have planned the modules, and we have went ahead and created all the lists, line items, subsets, and modules we have created.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have created the skeleton. With that skeleton, we will have to plug in data inside a module, right?
Okay.
Okay, so simple thing, right? One, now we will go to employee profiles module.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this employee profiles, right? It is just having these line items and one employees list,
Employee list. Yeah.
employee list, right? I think, yeah, let's go inside bookings, that is best. Yeah, okay. Now see, this is like 5 dimensions. It has two
Mm.
lists: products list, employee list, versions, time
And
dimensions on the columns, and you have line
line
items.
items. Yes.
Correct. Now it is how to get data inside this module, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, like 5 dimensional data, we are bringing in one UI, and
Yes.
Anaplan will always do the check, like the format check and property check and everything, and
Mm-hmm.
only if everything matches, it will be able to take data inside it, right?
Okay.
So now we will do an insert operation inside this table. Okay, like in SQL terms, we are inserting data inside this
Okay. In
table,
a table kind of.
in a table kind of thing. So
Okay.
whenever we import any data na, it will do so many checks. Okay,
Okay.
so option here we have data import options. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
before we get inside this, I should explain you what are all the